So I'm going to give just a second to pop on, and then I will start talking, okay? All right, guys, it is currently 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Central Kentucky. If y'all don't know who I am, my name is Nataushia. A lot of people also know me as the Seated Cardio Queen. Today is Challenge Wednesday, so if you are unfamiliar with what that means that it's going to be a little bit different from what we generally do. Normally we do like 14 exercises for 3 rounds, and then we'll do like 30 seconds a piece, Hey Mary Band, and then like a 10-second breather in between each set. However, on Challenge Wednesday, it's slightly different. Hey LaSalle. So what we do is we're going to have 10 exercises, which is obviously much less than 14, but it's not a challenge if we're not challenging ourselves. So we're going to be exercising for 1 minute increments. And then we're going to have a 20-second breather in between each set. And I understand maybe you've never worked out with me before. Maybe you don't know how to do seated cardio. So I'm here to tell you, even if you have never done this before, just go at your own pace. I will show you all how to do these exercises, and I will provide different modifications. But I will be going on the advanced rate, generally, especially rounds 2 and 3 modifications, so that if you cannot complete one of the exercises, and understand that if you can't, that's okay. It happens. But that doesn't mean that you have to sit there and do absolutely nothing. So I will show you something that you can do in order to keep your heart rate up and elevated, because in doing these exercises, it is important to go on ahead and continue moving and getting that heart rate up so that you can burn calories. Because if you sit and do nothing, you're going to defeat the purpose of actually doing the exercise. So rather than sit and sit still, I will show you like quick feet or something of that nature so that you can still get the exercise in, even if you can't finish one of the exercises that we're doing in that time period. And that's okay. Like, I'm not going to be upset with you if you literally cannot finish one of the exercises, because I've been there. I used to be over 500 pounds. Hey, Karen. So like, I know for a fact, sometimes we can't finish some of the exercises, but that doesn't mean that there's not something that we can do in place of that to still reap the benefit of getting the actual exercise, okay? But I'm also going to show you a exercise from the side, so that you will also have the visual perspective and understanding of what we're actually going to be doing. I will try to go slow, but when I get in rounds 2 and 3, I will be a little bit more speedy, if that makes sense. But with that being said, tonight's routine, I create all of these just so you guys know. Thank you for saying that you love my shirt. Well, the way that I know that it is you, Karen, is your name pops up because you have a bunch of different little tags, and then you also have the little flowers on your name, so I can pinpoint your name out from others because yours has like the little emoji flowers. So that's how I know you are you, baby. But anyways, well, we are going to start off jog under leg jack. We're going to have a cross ankle tap tonight, then battle ropes out and ups. And then we're going to finish off with quick feet, which quick feet is something that I'm going to show you so that you can try and do that if you are unable to finish one of the exercises that we have, because it is one of my easier exercises, okay? So let me go on ahead and show you all how to properly sit in the chair. I will let you know my roommate friend or whatever is over here cooking. So he's just cooking. So you might hear a little stuff, but that's okay. But anyways, let's get started. I think everybody can see. Yeah. So in order to properly do seated cardio, you're going to have to sit at the edge of your seat. You're going to try your best to keep your back off the back of your chair. But if you are just starting out, it's okay if you use the back of your chair for some support. That's okay because I did too in the beginning, so don't knock yourself if that's something that you have to do for you. Just try and work your way off of it eventually, but we're also going to focus on keeping our core tight as much as we possibly can. And in order to do that, if you have ever taken a photo before and stuck your stomach in to look skinny, that's essentially what we're doing. Sucking our belly button into our spine to keep that core tight. Now, that doesn't mean the whole routine I need you to do that. I need you to still breathe, okay? Don't die on me. But if you cannot finish one of these exercises, this right here is seated quick feet. Personally, I like to have my arms out in front of me because that helps me engage my abdominal muscles. But you don't have to have your arms out in front of you. I'm going to show you guys seated. I want to show you guys seated jog from the side. I want you guys to really pay attention to the modified version when I show it to you because your feet will not come off of the floor. You're literally going to keep your toes and the balls of your feet planted on the floor, and your heels are going to be the only things that come off. But to do the advanced version, which is this is what I'm going to show you, this is a seated advanced jog. You're literally alternating your legs, okay? But you're going to go at your own pace. Obviously, this is a little quick, and that's okay. This right here is your modified version. Pay attention to your feet. You're going to stay on the floor. You're going to go, pump, 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 pump. All right? So we are going to go on ahead and get into this little shindig and get this workout knocked out. Are you guys ready? Hey, Joanna. I hope your knee is feeling better. YouTube, are you guys ready? Facebook, are you guys ready? Oh, thank you so much for sending me whatever that little hat thing was, TikTok. Welcome, especially if I have some first timers. Hey, Patricia. All right, so we're going to go on ahead and get this little shindig going, okay? So you will see me on my watch a bit, and that's simply because I time everything. So when I get in this chair, I'm not going to come back up and chat with you guys and interact in between reps. But again, I want you guys to simply know, just go your own pace. If you can only get 5, 15, 50 reps in within 1 minute, I don't care. Your best is your best, and that's all that I need. Okay? Let's go. Oh, you are so welcome, Carmen. Thank you for being here. All right, guys. So up first, we have seated climbers, okay? Hopefully everybody can see me, all right? Is there some left? You're allowed to talk. Anyways, seated climber looks a lot like this, all right? You're going to try your best to keep your core tight. We're going to do that exercise for 1 minute. Now, I understand maybe raising your knees up is a very, very challenging situation for you. If that's the case, what you can do instead is simply do like a slow, controlled knee raise, or you can go into quick feet. One of those options will be sufficient. But let's go ahead and get into it. We have 1 minute of climbers. Start now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys don't mind, just hit that share button, okay? Perfect. Good job. Up next is our knee slice or knee slam. Thank you, TikTok. Almost there. Good job. Take your breather. So up next is going to be our knee slice or knee slam. To do your knee slice, you're going to do this right here. But maybe doing the knee slice is too much of a challenge because you struggle to raise your knee. If that's the case, you can do a knee slam. Knee slam. Knee slam. But again, if that's too difficult, you can do this. All right. Awesome. We have 1 minute starting now. Knee slice or knee slam. You got it. Thank you guys so much for working out with me this evening. I really do appreciate you guys showing up and providing encouraging words. Like, you guys really are a huge blessing. Thank you. Keep it going. You've got it. This particular exercise not only just is a cardio type exercise, it is full body, but it really does target your abdominal area, especially when you keep your core tight. Take your breather. Up next is our seated jump rope. To do that, what you're going to do, I have two versions to share with you. We have our advanced. This is our advanced seated jump rope, but I understand that can be a challenge. If it is, bounce on those tippy toes, okay? All right, loves, we have got 1 minute jump rope starting now. Up next, we have reach and step. You got it. But today is Challenge Wednesday, so we have the 10 exercises for a minute apiece with 20-second breathers in between. We do 3 rounds. But Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, we do 14 exercises for 30 seconds apiece with a 10-second breather for 3 rounds. Mondays are completely modified, so I don't do the advanced examples that I'm doing right now. The whole entire session, I do a modified workout with you all. So I show the easiest version every Monday. So if you're too intimidated, just tune in on a Monday and we can maybe step it in, and that's okay. Take your breather. Up next is a reach and step. To do that, you have reach and step, reach and step, reach and step. But I understand sometimes stepping can be challenging, okay? So if that's your situation, what you can do is reach, reach, reach. All right, you can do this. But we've got 1 minute starting now. I will say that you can go the pace that you want to go in seated cardio, but in order to burn more calories, you need to go a little quicker than normal. So you're going to have to go as fast as you can handle within reason. Get that heart rate up so you can burn those calories. And remember, if reaching and stepping is too challenging, you don't have to step. You can simply reach. Make sure you're extending that oblique. You got it. Good job. Perfect. Well, welcome to Seated Cardio Challenge Wednesday. I always host Challenge Wednesdays simply because I like you all to gauge your progress. Take your breather and where you're at. Up next is a seated jog. To do that, we have 2 options. We have our advanced version, or we have our modified, where your feet stay on the floor. You go pump, 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 pump. All right? We got this. Y'all ready? Let's get it. We've got 1 minute seated jog starting now. Keep going. I'm just a little thirsty and I put this too far away. But I hope that you know that you're amazing. And if you've not been told today, baby, you are beautiful. You are handsome. You matter. And you are more than enough just the way that you are. Keep your head up. Somebody's going to see all that you're trying to achieve in life, and they're going to support you. If you feel like you ain't got support, baby, you do. Right here on this platform. I know I believe in you. I know we've got this. We just got to keep pushing. It'll be worth it. It's going to suck sometimes. People are going to be mean, and that's okay. That doesn't mean we have to give up or let them rule or ruin our lives. Take a breather. Because I hope you know no matter what, you deserve to be happy. Okay? So keep pressing forward. You got this. Up next is under leg jacks. To do that, you have this. Or, if that's too much, you can do this. All right? We're going to knock this one out for 1 minute, starting now. Let's go. You've got this. If you ever have to question your worth, you shouldn't be in that situation. Please know that. You are always worthy. No one should ever make you question your worth. Ever. So keep going, baby. We've got this. Readjust that crown. I promise. I can't tell you when. I can't tell you how. But whatever situation you're currently fighting through, you're going to overcome. You're going to be victorious. We're going to overcome it together. We got it. Keep going. Almost there. Good job. Take your breather. Next is a cross ankle tap. To do that, we have cross ankle tap. But if that's too intimidating, I get it. We do cross shin. Or, if that's still too much, baby, you can do cross knee. All right? Whatever works for you works for me. Just start to challenge yourself the more you show up, okay? But we got 1 minute. Cross ankle tap. Let's go. We have battle ropes coming up next. Y'all are killing it. And I know a lot of you all have asked what happened to my decorations. Couldn't see out the window or get a lot of sunlight in, so until I can come up with a better solution, I'm just going to have flashing lights for right now so I don't take too much space or take away too much light. So that's what we got. Keep it going. You got it. Remember, if this is too much, you can do the cross shin. But if this is still too much, I get it. We can go into the cross knee. All right? But pick whatever you can. But for now, take that breather. Up next is battle ropes, which is this number right here. I think that's a pretty easy exercise too. So if one of these exercises becomes too difficult, I promise, do whatever you can. You can get up and dance. You can wiggle and shake. Whatever you can do to make sure you're getting that heart rate up, that's all I need you to do. But for now, it's battle ropes. We got 1 minute. Let's go. Out, in, ups are next. You got it. And a lot of people ask me, what type of exercise can I do to lose weight? What can I do to do this? Guys, my predominant form of exercise is seated cardio. You see me working out, I'm working out with you. I don't go do additional stuff, but if I do, I go run on the treadmill. I go run on an elliptical. I do biking. I don't lift weights. I eventually would love to, but I just don't. But this is what I do. It works your entire body, I promise. Seated cardio is game changing. If you're injured, if you're just starting out, whatever, it is a low impact exercise that does get your heart rate up and gives you cardio. Take your breather. Up next is out and up. So you're going to start in the center. You're going to go out, in, up, down. Out, in, up, down. Okay? Again, try and focus on getting that exercise down. Don't worry about your speed yet. Get the exercise down. Once you have it down, then focus on speeding it up, okay? But let's knock it out. We have 1 minute. Out and ups. Starting now. Let's go. This particular exercise works your glutes, your thighs, your core, all of that kind of fun stuff. And then if you have your arms out in front of you, what you can also do is work your arms, your chest, all of that, as well as your abdominal muscles. You got it, baby. Quick feet is next. We have less than 30 seconds on this particular exercise, and you guys are knocking it out the park, okay? Less than 10 seconds. Let's go, baby. You got this. And breathe. So up next is going to be seated quick feet. To do that exercise, we do this number right here. But again, I like my arms to be up so I can engage my abdominal muscles. But if having your arms up is too challenging, I get that. Don't worry about it, okay? But you do what you can do. That's all I ask of you. But for now, we're going to do these quick feet. We have 1 minute for quick feet. Starting now. And I want to let you guys know, I see you guys commenting. I see you guys saying things. I can't read them. I do have moderators. I do have people like Joanna, Karen, and some other individuals that will step up and step in. And Grace, I believe, is another one. Estelle. There's so many of you guys, and I cannot thank you all enough. Because when I'm working out, I can't come up and talk to you guys. I can't answer questions because I can't see what you guys are saying. But if they are stepping up and answering your questions or helping you guys, they know what they're doing because they've been with me for a hot minute. And they ain't going to lead you wrong, okay? But if you need access to any of my socials, any of my information, you can check my Linktree account, which is pinned to all of my socials except for YouTube. But you can find all my information on my Linktree account. It'll take you to my YouTube, my TikTok, my Instagram, all that fun stuff, my Facebook, all that. Take your breather. We're moving into round 2 of 3. And I am absolutely feeling it tonight. So happy Challenge Wednesday, guys. All right, y'all. It is time for us to go ahead and knock out our second round of climbers. We have 1 minute of climbers starting. Now let's go. But I hope that you guys know I do genuinely appreciate every single one of you all, especially you guys like going through, liking my posts, sharing them, commenting on them. That helps me like way more than what you realize. Every like, every comment, every share helps me, and it's absolutely free for you guys to do because that's how I get paid. I'm finally making little monetary things simply because you guys comment, like, and share my things. So I cannot thank you guys enough. Those of you all that step up and actually do help me out, thank you. You guys have helped in more ways than what you realize. Keep it going. You got it. And breathe. Up next is knee slicer slam. But I really am sorry if you've had a rough day. I know that it sucks sometimes, and I know sometimes you don't have what you want necessarily, but sometimes we already have all that we need, and we just don't see it. So right now, we're going to go on ahead and knock out our knee slice or knee slam. Let's go. Hi, Sam. Bye, Sam. Maybe he's not talking. I don't know. Guess not. Hi, Sam. Do you have your headphones in? Sam, do you have in your headphones? Sorry, guys. Keep going. Keep going, guys. Got it. Thanks for talking now. Take your breathers. We have jump ropes next, guys. Sorry, guys. I literally thought that he had his headphones in because he wasn't like responding. So I'm sorry for yelling because I was trying to get his attention because I thought he had his earbud in, but I'm live, so he didn't want to communicate. So I apologize. But let's go ahead and knock out our jump rope, babes. We have got 1 minute of our jump rope. Starting now. Let's go. And again, if doing our advanced version is too difficult, that is okay. Bounce on them tippy toes. It's all right. You can certainly do this. There's a modification. There is a way. Even if you can't finish this exercise, what you can do instead is just find a way to keep your heart rate up and elevated. But have fun with it if you want to. I really hope you guys never feel low. I hope you never feel down. And I hope you know that you matter. Even if people make you feel like you don't, you really, really do. And you've got this, okay? So keep pushing and keep being your beautiful self because at the end of the day, I know that somebody sees you. Take a breather. And I know someone is inspired by how you are living your life. I don't know who sees you, but someone sees you. So keep doing it. Don't change. Keep shining. Keep being positive because it's all going to be okay and it's going to work out. I promise. Don't give up. Life is too beautiful on this other side. For right now, let's do a reach and step. We have 1 minute starting now. So remember, if stepping again is too much of a challenge, baby, you can reach. And I see you guys commenting, but I'm sorry, I can't read from here. But I'll do my best to read when I can. But you got this. Promise you do. If you ever feel alone, I get it. I know what it's like to feel alone and like you don't fit in and like you literally have nowhere you can go to call your own. I get it. Totally. If you feel like you have nowhere, you have us. I believe in you and I love you. Because I know what it's like not to be loved. I know what it's like not to be wanted or to be left out. I get it. Not here, baby. Take your breather. This is your safe zone. This is our safe zone. All right? But it's almost jog time. Just a few more seconds and we're jogging. Or swimming, whatever you want to call it, babe. But we have 1 minute. Seated jog starting now. Let's go, babe. You got this. Keep it moving. So next will be the under leg jacks. We got this. Keep it going. Good job. Perfect. If y'all don't mind, just hit that share button. I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you. We have 10 seconds. Keep pushing. If you can't finish this, don't just sit still. And breathe. Good job tonight, guys. All right, loves. Okay, 1 minute. Start now. Let's go. So next will be our cross ankle tap. Keep it moving, guys. We are so close to the finish line. You will remember, if this is still too much for you, I get it. You can do this. Keeping that core tight, not going all the way down. This will still work. Okay? Thank you so much, TikTok. I see you guys sharing. I see you guys sending all the gifts. Thank you all so, so much. So if y'all don't know, I do stream live on 3 platforms at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Thursday. I stream live on my YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Take a breather. So if you ever miss a live recording, I do have them generally recorded if I don't have technical issues. So I usually have at least Facebook or YouTube will always have a recording of a live session if there is one. And I will always post if there is not one. Thank you so much, Facebook. I see you. But that's kind of how it is. So right now, though, it is time for us to do our cross ankle tap. We have 1 minute. Let's go. You got it. A lot of people ask me also how I've lost the weight that I've lost. I'm going to open up about how I've done it. I usually try to do that on the live. Most every time I will mention it. But what I did is I used to weigh over 500 pounds at my heaviest. I started to change how I ate. I started to exercise more. I started to increase my water intake. I personally don't like to drink water now, so I do a lot of Gatorade Zero or zero sugar flavored packets. But I went through that journey, started to lose weight, all of that kind of stuff. That was in May of 2021 when I started my journey. Take a breather. And then I applied for gastric sleeve surgery. I've been denied literally 7 different times throughout my life, even though it's been deemed medically necessary. But I was finally approved because of COVID temporary insurance coverage here in the state of Kentucky, because that's where I'm from. We're going to go on ahead and knock out our battle ropes. We have 1 minute of those starting now, but I got approved for the COVID insurance here in Kentucky, and I applied for my procedure. I had to fight for it. That's a long story within itself. Won't get into that. But I finally got to have my surgery on June 30th, 2021. I weighed exactly 440 pounds when I went in. All in total, I've lost 278 pounds since starting my weight loss journey back in May of 2021. I don't count my calories. I don't count anything except for my proteins, carbs, and sugars, and that's simply because I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome. I'm insulin resistant. I also was borderline diabetic. Therefore, because of those diagnoses, my body will not break down carbs, or sugars the way that it should. Therefore, I hold on to and retain weight. Take a breather. Way more than what a normal individual should if it does process and break down things the way that it needs to. My body will not. So that's why I was so big, because I was not eating how I needed to eat. But I allow myself now, we have out and ups next, but now I allow myself a certain amount, and I'll let you guys know what that is. We're going to knock our out and ups out starting now. But every day when I'm strict and I'm following the guidelines that I had established for myself, I allow myself between 60 and 120 grams of protein a day, and I shoot for around 50 net carbs. I try not to exceed 100 grams of carbs within one day, but I really shoot for trying to stay around 50 to have my best ultimate result. And then I allow myself around 28 grams of sugar a day when I'm strict and doing what I need to do. I will drink around a gallon, maybe half gallon to a gallon of water a day. I do a lot of protein shakes to get my protein hour quick feet. All right. But for now, take a breather. Y'all, we are almost into round 3. This is going to be our last exercise in round 2. We're going to move into round 3. Knock that out. I'm going to get me something to eat probably. And go to bed. At some point. Because you girls poop. I literally cannot sleep through the night to save my life right now. I'm up at like 4 or 5 in the morning every day and then stay up forever and never rest throughout the day. So it's like I stay exhausted. But girls pooped. So let's go ahead and knock out our quick feet. We have 1 minute starting now. But again, I'm going to reiterate the fact that you are amazing. And I know a lot of times what we do is we will step foot on a scale to weigh ourselves. I know I still am so guilty of this. But I'm even reminding myself right now in this moment as I tell you all this, the scales will never, ever dictate our worth. Whether they are more than what we think that they should be, maybe it's less than what we expect and we feel, oh my gosh, we feel even greater, so we're even more worthy because we're lighter, baby, that doesn't dictate our worth. We are worthy and more than enough just as we are, whether we are 500 plus or 500 or less. I literally don't care where you are on the spectrum, on that weight scale. It will never make you any more worthy or any less worthy based on the size that is reflected. Because you are absolutely phenomenal. And if people cannot see your worth, they don't need to be in your life. Take a breather. They don't. Because you are absolutely the best, in my opinion. So just know that. Know that you are perfect, you're great, and you shouldn't have to change for a soul other than yourself if you want to. And that's just the way that it should be. If you're working on doing things to better you for you, baby, that's what you need to do. But for right now, we're going to knock these climbers out, baby. This is our 3rd and final round. We have this, and we are going to finish strong. But we have 1 minute of climbers starting now. You got it. And I know that I don't have everything. I know I'm not a personal trainer. But what I am somebody that has lost 278 pounds. I've struggled. I've been told all of my life, you're not going to amount to nothing. You're not doing this right. You're not this. You're not that. Literally been told that my entire life. Not by everyone, but there's been a lot of people that have said that. Looked me in the face and told me you're not doing this or that right. Whatever, based on my size. So I'm just here to share with the world, guess what? It can be done. It does not come easy at times, but it does get easier. And you are absolutely worth fighting for. But most of all, if you can't fly on an airplane, take a breather. If you can't go into a movie theater without having to research whether or not the arms are going to raise up so you can fit in. Or if you can't go to a public area and go out to eat with your friends at your favorite Mexican restaurant and sit on a patio in an actual patio chair because you are so big and you have to ask for special seating, if you are in that predicament, I've been there. I was that. I was the person breaking furniture, breaking chairs. Right now we're going to go in and do our knee slicer slam for 1 minute. Starting now. But that's one reason why I'm so passionate about doing this. I'm not a perfect person, but I'm someone that has literally lived through so much pain, and I continue to live through it. But I keep pressing forward because I know one day I'm going to be able to change someone else's life. And I know that I'm doing that even in my pain, even in my own struggle currently. I'm inboxed consistently with people saying, oh my gosh, I've done this because of you or whatever. I'm just here to show the world there is a possibility of working out in a chair and it will benefit you. But you have to be willing to work. And if you want to have results, you have to be willing to make some sacrifices and necessary changes. And a lot of times that does start in the kitchen with how we feed our bodies. Just so you know. Take a breather. But next is jump rope. But I know that my heart is where it needs to be when it comes to seated cardio, because even though I might be like going through a lot behind the closed doors or whatever, I share what it is. But this is where I feel like I belong. Within this one little bitty hour, I feel like this is where I'm meant to be, because I'm with people that get me and support and encourage and love me. So thank you guys for that. But for right now, we're going to jump rope. We have 1 minute jump rope starting now. But I love being here, and I love working out with you guys, and I love being able to help show the world that there is modifications, and I come from an understanding perspective, so I'm not going to get mad that you literally complete 5 exercises in 1 minute. That's not going to make me mad. What's going to upset me is that you don't give me your best effort. That's what upsets me, are people saying, I can't do it. I used to be that I can't. But I looked for ways that I could, and I'm here to share them with you because I know coming from 500 pounds, exercise does not come easily starting out. So I'm here to show you an easy way in until you're ready to go full force, unless you want to do this the whole time, because it does work. I promise. We have reach and step next. Take your breather. But what I do is all low impact. We do a seated workout, and then I do seated stretching, because I know that there are people that have mobility issues. I have people that literally inbox me and tell me, oh my goodness, I'm confined to a chair, and now I can work out because of you. People never even knew this existed. I didn't know it existed until I got injured and found it and created these routines myself. But right now, let's reach and step. We have 1 minute, reach and step. Starting now. Because what happened is I lost around 200 pounds, but I was running. And I thought me being a former athlete, like, oh, I'm just waking up some muscles, whatever. That's not what happened. I really injured myself. So running was out of question for a really long time for me because I messed up my left ankle. So what I did is I started looking on Google, YouTube, TikTok. I found the chair exercises. After I did that, then I started to check, and I created different little things, okay? Different routines, and here we are. But these are all routines I create on my own, but these are exercises that I've seen. Some I've made modifications for myself so that they are more attainable for other individuals. Take your breather. Holy macaroni. Up next, jog, okay? Y'all, I'm feeling it. I hope you guys are feeling it. All right, loves, we got seated jaw for 1 minute. Let's get it. Keep it going. Keep it going. We have our under leg jacks next. Keep pushing, guys. We are so close to being done. We've got we have like 5 more exercises, and we're good after this one. Okay, just 5. So that means we technically got I don't know, 10, 15 minutes left in total with our stretches and all that. Not even 10 or 15 minutes, for real. Take that breather. Under leg jacks are next. All right, guys, we are about to move into these under leg jacks. Let's get it. We have 1 minute starting now. Let's go. Woo! Good job. I think we have cross ankle tap next. Keep it going. You're doing great. Yeah, we have cross ankle tap next. Good job. We're almost there. We have less than 10 seconds. Keep going. Keep going. If you can't finish this, just do something to keep moving. Take your breather, baby. Cross ankle tap is next. Good job tonight, everybody. We are so close to being done. So let's go ahead and knock out our cross ankle taps, okay? We have 1 minute cross ankle tap starting now. Put in that work. Put in that work. You got it. Next will be battle row. Remember, again, if this is too intimidating, what you can do instead is a cross shin. And again, if this is still too much, I get it. You can do cross knee. All right. Whatever works for you works for me. I promise. Good job. Take your breather. The next battle row. You guys are doing awesome. I'm absolutely kicking my butt tonight. Sure am. But we've got, it's time to do our battle ropes, okay? So let's get it. We have 1 minute of battle ropes. Let's go. You've got this. So next, out and ups. And we got quick feet. Let's go, baby. Let's finish strong. You can do it. Good job. You're killing it, baby. Good job. Low key feels like I'm milking a cow, but you know, whatever you want to say, baby. All right, take a breather. All right, we got out and up next. Then we have quick feet. Then we have stretching. Then good night. Okay. All right, let's get it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got 1 minute. Out and up. Let's go. So with our stretches again, that's going to be seated. What we're going to do, we'll stretch our arms, then our legs. Then I'm going to show you a breathing exercise to kind of relax your body. And then I will say good night, okay? But I will be live again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. To be real, it's going to be a breeze if this is your first night with us, okay? I always love Thursdays after Challenge Wednesday because it is so much easier. Working out for 30 seconds compared to a minute is like a walk in the park. But guess what? We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Guys, it is almost quick feet time here in just a few seconds. We're going to knock that out, knock our stretches out. And you guys will have completed Challenge Wednesday with the seated cardio queen. You did it, baby. But for right now, are y'all ready? We have seated quick feet for 1 minute. Let's get it. So this again is it. This is our final exercise in seated cardio Challenge Wednesday. We're going to stretch. You finish this. Don't give up. I know you're tired. I know you're sweaty. I know you're trying to catch your breath. I know your body's hurting and all that. I get it. Pace yourself. Slow yourself down if you need to. But don't you dare quit because I know you can do this. I know you got this. Keep pushing. You're so close to the finish line. And it's going to be here before you know it. Keep going, baby. I'm going to give you a countdown, but we got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe. Catch your breath for a second. We're about to get into stretches. So what we're going to do first is pull our left arm across our body. And then we're going to pull our right arm. Then we'll pull behind our head. Our other one behind our head. And I know that sounds really crazy because I know when I was heavier, I couldn't do that. So I will introduce to you guys some modifications so you can stretch behind your head if that is an issue you have. But for now, go on ahead and pull your left arm across your body, starting now. So I know I mentioned earlier that I was at one point like an athlete, like collegiate. So I will let you guys know I used to be a track and field athlete. A lot of people ask about that. Also, I played basketball. I did a little bit of powder puff football, whatever. I played literally everything, like switch sides. So, like, even though I've struggled my entire life with my weight, like, I used to lie on my physicals whenever I would go and have physicals when I was in high school, middle school, even college, because I was so big. I was over 300 pounds when I was in high school. So I would lie about my weight a lot because I was very insecure about it, thought I wouldn't get to play, all that other kind of stuff. Arms down, we're going to go ahead and pull this arm behind our head. If you can't do it this way, what you can do, interlock your hands in the front like this. So you're going to come in, grip, pull behind, okay? Let's get it. Get that left arm behind your head. But I would lie about how much I weighed and all that other kind of stuff because I was literally told my freshman year in high school that I wasn't allowed to play basketball because I was too big. Like, that's why I was a bitch. Because of my size. Like, my freshman basketball coach literally looked me in the face at a basketball game. We were up 50, and she was like, let's switch sides. And she was like, you're not going to play. You're too fat to play. Like, she literally looked me in the eyes and said that. And I was like, that crushed me because my entire life, I have literally been told I'm too fat. I need to lose weight. I need to do this. And I knew that. But I lied a lot about my weight because of those reasons. So I share everything that I know because I do have athletic backgrounds. What we're going to do now, extend our right arm down, obviously. We're going to extend our right leg out in front of us, toes facing the ceiling. And we're going to keep our left foot flat on the floor, knee bent. Let's walk our way down as much as we can handle and stretch out our right side. But that's why I do all that I do, because I come from a background of understanding that a lot of people will always try to tear you down and tell you can't do something because of your size. I've been told that my whole life. I've broken so many pieces of furniture. I broke my brother's bed simply by sitting on it, trying to play a game with him, like literally playing, I think it was PlayStation or GameCube or something. Switch legs, please. But I literally sat on my brother's brand new bed, and I was so heavy growing up. I think I was a freshman in high school, and I broke my brother's brand new bed just by my weight and sitting on the edge of it. And I share what I know because I know that I'm not the only person that's had these struggles, and I'm not the only person in the world. Let's come up. We're going to do a breathing stretch in a second, but I know I'm not the only person in the world that has experienced what I've experienced, and I know that I'm able to help somebody else. Maybe it's not today. Maybe it's 2 weeks down the road, they're going to catch this live and they're like, oh my goodness, like this girl is who I've been looking for my entire life. And I'm not saying that to be cocky. I'm saying it because I literally know what it is like to have been in a position where I couldn't do anything. And I was told I would be nothing because I was entirely too big. If I didn't lose weight, I would never get a man. Like literally, I was told all of these things. I was told, your face is so beautiful, Nataushia. If you would just lose weight, I will never be able to keep men off of you, whatever. Like those are the kinds of comments I grew up with. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to do a breathing exercise. You're going to inhale up through your nose. Hold your breath right here. You're going to exhale out down through your mouth, okay? We're going to do 3. Let's get it. 1. 2. 3. But that's why I do what I do, because I've literally been torn down literally all of my life. So it's like, if I can do anything in this lifetime, I'm turning this off. But if I can ever do anything in my lifetime to help somebody else and make them feel less defeated or less unwanted, or just to make them feel like they have a place, that's what I'm doing. Because I know what it's like not to have a place that you can call a safe spot. I know what it's like not to be able to have that solitude or that peace that you so deserve. So I'm here to tell you, if you need an hour of just positivity, uplifting, whatever, baby, this is it, okay? But I need to know, how many of y'all, this is your first time? Just curious. Aw, it's okay. Aw, thank you, Valerie. Thank you, Karen. You are so welcome, guys. Do you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, any of that kind of stuff? I do have first timers Facebook. I have Debbie and I have Elizabeth. I love it. YouTube, I'm going to say good night to you guys. I hope you all have a blessed and wonderful night, and I will see you all tomorrow, okay?